Max Ehrich has surfaced saying that he wants to marry Selena Gomez. We have all the details. I'm Gabi Conti.
I'm Jana Rosenberg, and this is your 24/7 celebrity news. Way before Demi Lovato and Max Ehrich were dating, Max appeared to have a crush on another Disney star turned singer, Selena Gomez. The actor even did an Instagram live about it, which fans have captured and screenshotted. In the video, Max says he's had a crush on Selena Gomez since 2010, as he said. But yeah, I honestly think Selena Gomez is an extraordinary woman. What she stands for charity-wise, just being an activist, she just has a great heart. Her heart is in the right place. She loves Jesus. She loves God. She's just like, she's an angel, and I love her. But on top of that, I respect her musically, and I want to make music with her. Okay? I want to make a song with her and put out a song. Okay. Okay, me and Gabi honestly have so much to say about this.
So much to unpack here. Just so much to unpack here. Oh,
where do we start?
I guess we could start with okay, so the relationship with Demi, and I mean, there's two sides to the story. First of all, there's the whole how Demi and Selena are always put up against each other.
Yeah.
They used to be really good friends. They currently are not friends, but apparently there's no bad blood. Of course, this is definitely adding some more competition between the two of them. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have such parallel lives. I mean, they basically were on Barney and Friends together.
Yep.
And Disney stars, and now they're pop stars, you know? So there's a lot of similarities between their two careers, of course. Then the other side to it too is Max kind of came from nowhere. He's a soap opera star. He's nowhere near Demi's level of fame, but of course, being attached to him and now being her fiancé, he has gained a lot of clout. He's currently working, I don't know what he's working on now, but he's I think he's getting more acting roles because...
I'm sure. I mean, if he's not right now, he definitely will probably.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he has a good fitting with the soap opera. I feel like the soap opera stars tend to do fairly well in their careers,
well,
you know?
It's usually a different lane. So
totally.
A lot of times, soap opera stars, it's a whole other world. They have a whole other fan base. Sometimes soap opera stars will come out of that world and go on to be something bigger than that. For example, I think Kelly Ripa started out as a soap opera star, and that's actually where she met her husband, who plays Camila Mendez's dad on Riverdale.
Oh, cool.
Mark Consuela. So they met on a soap opera, but they have surpassed it, and now I guess you could call Kelly's for sure an A-list celebrity. Mark is getting there. I mean, Riverdale definitely brought him to a next level.
100%.
So yeah, but Max is just really kind of known more in the soap opera world, and he's done some things outside of it. But obviously, I would say that most people didn't know the name Max Ehrich until he started dating Demi Lovato.
Exactly. Demi Lovato really gave him that big star power. So this is why this is so mind-blowing, because it's is this what he wanted all along? He wanted to be with some big pop star, big actress. Because from the looks of these tweets, these screenshots, everything we're seeing, you guys, it is not a good look. This is so serious. I mean, we're going to get more into it. We have a lot of the screenshots we're going to pull up for you guys. It's pretty gnarly.
It's pretty gnarly. It doesn't look good. Of course, we want to stand by Demi. We support Demi. We love Demi. We want what's best for her. And I think the reason why fans and we are reacting in this way is not because we're trying to ruin Demi's relationship or we're trying to shade Demi. It's more we're concerned.
It is concerning. 100% concerning.
If Demi was our best friend and this happened to her, we'd be like,
It's just what is his intention?
Exactly.
You know?
What is he trying to do?
Oof, okay.
Okay, well, getting into it more. So you guys remember when Max tweeted that all he wants for Christmas is Demi Lovato, right? And then people found that as kind of manifesting Demi. Well, it turns out Demi wasn't the only former Disney star Max was trying to manifest in the Twitterverse. Max has since deleted his Twitter account since all this controversy, but fans have the screenshots. And Max tweeted back in 2018 that he was going to marry Selena Gomez. He even replied to a tweet from Ryan Garcia, also in 2018, where Ryan said if he wins a fight, will Selena marry him, to which Max replied, "You'd have to fight me first."
Yeah. So let's start with Selena Gomez. We're going to see more screenshots from other people, but this was a time, I guess, when he had a Selena Gomez craze. Clearly, he was commenting on photos. He was hopping in her live, commenting in the live. My question is, did Selena Gomez ever see this? When Demi started dating Max, was she that guy used to totally hit on me all the time? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just wondering, all of these things. But that being said, it's like he didn't just do this to Selena. Like, it's weird that he was like, Selena, marry me, and now he's married to her ex-best friend, Demi. But he also did this to Ariana Grande. He did this to Gigi Hadid. And there's probably more celebrities that he did this to, just that we haven't necessarily seen.
Well, yeah, or even just people that have big followings that are not that level of fame. I don't know if Selena maybe put 2 and 2 together. Obviously, now as the story is everywhere, it's a trending story right now, which is why we're talking about it. I'm sure Selena maybe put 2 and 2 together. But it is weird. It makes us wonder. It makes fans wonder, like, is he a clout chaser or does he actually really love Demi?
I mean, yeah, that's the big question here, and after all this service, it's like clearly he wanted some kind of girlfriend that has a lot of power, a lot of fame, very successful career. So it's kind of scary, and it makes me sad because if this is true and if this does affect their engagement and their, overall relationship, it's like, God, like Demi just can't catch a break. Like I feel like this was her year, and like she, like she's exuding so much happiness and confidence and self-love, and now it's like, I just can only imagine what all this is making her feel like,
Outside of the relationship, though, Demi is still doing a great job.
Definitely.
I mean, she's experienced so much personal growth. I really do feel like relationships, yes, they are. We definitely treat them in this country like it is, like, that is the end game. But for Demi, I think it was just a perk for her. And if it doesn't end up working out, she's fine. But it seems like, Demi has broken her silence about this. She's made statements, and it seems like her statement is, maybe it's true, maybe it's not true. She's not really letting it affect her relationship as of now. But who knows? Maybe in a couple of months from now, that tune could change.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. I mean, she just looks to me like she just looks so in love. Like, do you notice every photo of them, you guys? Like, they're either like kissing each other or they're just very close. It's like a very affectionate thing, and like it just seems like they're like the poster children for just being super in love and like happy and ecstatic and like. And you know what? Look, I'm sure they are. I'm not taking that away at all. I am sure they are super in love and happy, and that's what that's really what it seems like. But at the same time, I'm just worried that the beginning of this wasn't intended for him to be so in love with Demi Lovato, to fall in love with the perfect girl or whatever. Because to say all these things about Selena, like, I just think she's an angel, she's this, and then to go get engaged to her ex-best friend is just, there's something up there.
Something up there, and basically he was doing this to Demi too, and it seems like Demi was the one who caught the bait, which is interesting.
Yeah.
And I will say also, there definitely are, of course, red flags anytime a relationship goes from 0 to 100, like with Demi and Max. I mean, it's crazy. They've only known each other, been dating, to our knowledge, since March. So without even a year of dating each other, they're already engaged. So that does seem like a little fast. And like, yes, of course, we're living in this world of turbo dating. We're in quarantine, so we're spending more time with someone than we would during normal circumstances. But like, it's also like, yes, they could be so in love, but then it's kind of like, I don't know, sometimes when relationships are that hot and heavy and do progress at such an accelerated speed, they come to a crashing halt.
It's so true.
Could be this, sadly.
It's so true. That's why taking it slow is key, you guys, in your relationships.
Yes, take it slow. Get to know your partner.
Yeah, we're going to get more into the story. As we're getting into it, please comment your thoughts, anything you found on social media. We're going to be keeping an eye out and bringing you guys in the combo. So, of course, Demi Lovato fans are concerned about Max's motives in wanting to marry Demi Lovato. Not only have fans found content of Max crushing on Selena Gomez, but there's also similar comments and tweets of him fanboying over Ariana Grande and Gigi Hadid. So fans are wondering, does Max really love Demi, or did he just want to be with someone famous? One fan spoke up by tweeting, Max Ehrich is a creep that has tried to get famous women's attention for years, especially Selena Gomez. He is a clout chaser and was even commenting on many other women's posts a few days before he got with his fiancée, Demi Lovato. While another fan pointed out with screenshots, you can literally see here he said the exact same thing as he did to every other celebrity, and Demi was the only one that let him in her life. Max is using Demi to boot his career, and it's worked. I really do feel sick. And as you can see on the screen, there's an array of screenshots. We pulled some of them so you guys can see a bit closer, but it's not good.
It doesn't look good, and it definitely does seem very suspect. And we're seeing here in the comments, you guys are saying, it's sad that Max is not that loyal, and that is the vibe we're getting. Of course, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Demi's decision if she wants to be in this relationship or not. But I think fans are just very protective of Demi, especially everything that she's been through.
I feel protective over her.
Right? Like we want her to be happy, but at the same time, we don't want her to be cheated. And it does seem like Max's motives. I mean, who knows? We don't know the private relationship. We don't know what happens under closed doors.
Right.
Perhaps they even had conversations about this, and maybe she even talked to him about him being like this fanboy. And maybe he was just a fan. Maybe he wasn't serious when he said he wanted to marry these people because he didn't know them. But now he knows Demi, and he really wants to marry her. So there are two sides to this. It could go either way. And yes, we are also Team Demi, and we just want what's best for her.
We really do. I mean, I feel like I said, she's living her best life. She's killing it. This is her year. She's finally gotten that self-confidence, you know, that we have always felt for her. I feel like I've been confident for her. I'm like, I wish I was Demi Lovato. Like, she just really kills it in every way. And she's such a raw talent. And I feel like she just always says it like it is. She's so real. She's always been very open about, you know, her struggles with mental health and everything going on in her life. So I just can only hope that as genuine as Demi has been, especially to her fans when we don't always even deserve it, you know, I hope that her relationship is genuine as well, because she totally deserves that.
She definitely does, and I do think that she does have a genuine relationship, but I do think that maybe it didn't start off that genuinely.
Definitely. It was like, oh, this could be fun. And I was like, okay, we did fall in love, but if it was Ariana Grande, I would have been just as stoked. Like,
but then, Ariana, then now it's like, is Dalton Gomez, is he also fangirling Ariana? Like, you know?
See, I don't know, because he seems very low-key. We never hear from him on social media. He's like not, you know, I really respect people. You know what it is that I love? I love when celebrities date people that are not celebrities, and those people that aren't celebrities aren't all of a sudden all over social media and whatever. It's like, you know?
Well, because, you know, Max has definitely taken the role of the Instagram boyfriend. So I think a lot about those influencers who have boyfriends who aren't an influencer as well, but then they also become a character in the social media. And I feel like Max, of course, you can't, I mean, look at his followers from before he met Demi to when he's now engaged to Demi. He has a ton of followers on social media. He's getting more career opportunities. Like, he's definitely, while, you know, he is or isn't a clout chaser, he's definitely receiving the benefits of the clout. And and you're right, like, look at Dalton Gomez. Like, I mean, Dalton Gomez and Ariana Grande, not to compare, but I mean, they had a very similar relationship timeline. They're not engaged yet. Dalton doesn't really want to be the center of attention. It feels like almost Ariana had to like pull him to be in that Justin Bieber music video.
So true.
So whereas Max is like, oh yes, Mr. Demi Lovato over here, like, happy to take all of your questions and answer them.
And after seeing all of this, like, that's what it really looks like, you know? So it's just, I don't know. But also, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he date YouTuber influencer Andrea Russet? We've interviewed her a few times here.
Probably, I think so.
I think they dated very seriously. I'd be really interested to know, you know, her experience with him. Could be very telling, you know?
It could be very telling. I mean, people definitely have patterns when it comes to dating. They definitely try to date the same thing or try to, you know, and it is until, I mean, I feel like it's interesting because Demi has clearly broken her patterns and she's herself and she's this changed person, but it makes you wonder, you know, has Max put in the work or is he, you know, just doing the same thing over and over again? We have someone saying, I bet he's only using her, and another fan is saying, you know, hopefully he really is in love with Demi because she is so happy, and we agree. We hope that this is genuine because, you know, Demi is definitely glowing for sure.
Right. Totally agree with you guys.
Well, speaking of Demi, what does she have to say about all of this? Okay, well, when these screenshots and there's also screen recordings, when this all surfaced, Demi at first was silent, but the singer just broke her silence on Instagram story, saying that these tweets of Matt fanboying over Selena and others are fake, and they could be, but we won't be able to prove it, as around the same time that these tweets and everything surfaced, Max deleted his Twitter account, which is very, very telling. So suspect. So basically, and it's interesting because, you know, this is really the first time that this story has gone mainstream, but actually The Blast and J14 were the first to report about Max wanting to marry Selena Gomez back in June after he proposed to Demi, but it wasn't until recently that these screenshots started going viral. Demi just broke her silence Demi just broke her silence of the matter on her Instagram story, where she said she told tabloids and fans to stop making up fake drama and instead focus on the issues that really matter, like justice for Breonna Taylor. She also said that any drama between someone is private, as she wrote, quote, "It's really sad when people fake images to put women up against each other. If women have a conflict, that's between them, not you." Which is like, now it's like, yes, we of course put the Demi and Selena thing into play and we thought about it, but that wasn't like what was really alarming to fans about it. It was more about Max like shooting his shot at these other women.
It's not about, Selena didn't seem to ever, whether this is like real or not, Selena does not seem to ever had taken, you know, aim at that, or like she never, it seems, didn't engage in it, and it doesn't really seem like Gigi Hadid or Ariana Grande did either.
No.
And I will say, Max Ehrich is very Ariana Grande's type. You know what I mean? He's like Anyways, I'm just saying it's not about women on women. This is about what is up with Max and why are you so clout chasing?
And also that it's not just Selena, but of course Selena is the one that the headlines are going to pull. It's what we have as our thumbnail because of the relationship and the history behind Selena and Demi. But you know, it's important to note it was also, as we know, also Ariana Grande, also Gigi Hadid. So it is really telling that he's been doing this in the past. We definitely hope that he has changed and that his feelings for Demi are true and genuine. Yeah. But of course, we can't help but talk about this because we want to know.
Definitely. I also hope he has a bit of an explanation for Demi. Like, we don't necessarily deserve it or need it. Like, I totally get that.
Yes.
But, like, God, I hope he is being like, look, I don't know. Like, I just would call. How do you even explain that?
I wouldn't. And yeah, that's the thing. I think him deleting his Twitter was very suspect, and I don't think that was a good move at all. And I think the better thing to do is to call, you know, he's getting called out. Of course, there is Max Ehrich is over party is trending on Twitter, which we do not condone cancel culture, but we do condone call out culture. And I think calling out Max for his past behaviors, and I think both Max and Demi, I almost said Selena, Max and Demi should like admit that these tweets and things have happened instead of deny it. Especially since there's video of him on a live talking about how obsessed he is with Selena Gomez. So like, yes, it was 2 years ago, and yes, people changed. So I think that fans would just feel more assured about what's going on between the two of them if both Demi and Max admitted they're like, things were said in the past, but obviously we're very much in love. We are dating. Our relationship is real. I think the fact that she's like kind of almost
denying it a little bit.
And like diverting attention, like of course, Black Lives Matter, of course justice for Breonna Taylor needs to be here, and no one's saying that that's not important, but like you're currently being put on blast by all of the media outlets like calling this out. Like you need to address it, and you can't just deny it.
Yeah, I agree.
It happened.
I totally agree.
Admit it happened.
And unfortunately, like, look, this is what, again, we talk about this all the time, but this is what celebrities sign up for. Like, your life, parts of your life are very public. And I will say, and it's totally great, but Demi has made her relationship and engagement very public, and as she should, because I feel like she should share.
And it's the good news of 2020.
Absolutely.
We love it. We love seeing them so in love. But I think as much as you show fans about your relationship, you also should be willing to then also open up and be that transparent when things are not going well.
Absolutely. That's what you sign up for.
And if you have a private relationship, then of course when things go south, you don't have to address it. But if you're putting it out there, fans deserve the middle and the end of your relationship, whatever that is. Or hopefully for Demi, this goes into something else.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yes.
I really hope Max actually loves Demi too. My Linger. I'm so bad at pronouncing
It's okay. No, I think,
but yeah, I think we're all on the same page here. I mean, this is just crazy. I like was so blown away when I went through all the screenshots and saw everything. It was just gave me like a really gross feeling, and I don't know. It's crazy.
Well, we want to hear from you guys. Let us know what you think about this. Do you believe Max? Do you think that his feelings towards Demi are genuine and real, or do you think he was and still is a clout chaser? Let us know what your thoughts of this matter are. Yes. I'm Gabi Conti.
I'm Jana Rosenberg, and follow us here at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news. Bye.